Hi everyone, Roseanne from Oily Masters here. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about something that crossed my mind the other day. I realized that not everyone understands why the chemical scents and different fragrances and the dryer sheets that you can use, why these are actually harmful for your health. And I understand that people sit there and say, well, I've been using these for a long time. I feel fine. I don't find the scents offensive. Actually, a lot of people like the way these products smell. That's why the marketing companies have come up with creating these scents. But, at the same time, I think back to when I was younger and I used to react to certain, what I used to call strong perfumes. Now, these strong perfumes used to give me migraines, and it wasn't if I wore them, because I very rarely wore perfumes, but it was more if someone entered into the room and they were wearing a really strong perfume, and I would get a migraine headache. And I just thought it was kind of a rare occurrence, and it was for perfumes and a few other things maybe, but I didn't really think much about it. I certainly didn't think about all the products we were using at home, all the cleaning products and the detergents and the dryer sheets and all these different things that we were, exposing ourselves to, and I was exposing myself to daily at home. And, it really wasn't something that bothered me much, at least I thought. It was just these strong perfumes. Now, so I get it. I get when I mention this to other people, it's like the toxic chemicals in your household can be causing some serious health issues for you and your children. You should really start switching things up. And people, kind of are hesitant about the whole process. So I just wanted to say I understand, because I was there. I wasn't always getting this. This is a recent thing. I mean, for me, I've been using essential oils for 16 years, but I was still using a lot of other, chemical products. I'm still slowly swapping out certain things, finally able to swap out the toxic chemicals in the makeup I was wearing before. Not that I wore very much makeup to begin with, but anyway, I digress. So then it suddenly dawned on me, what can people understand? Now, most people understand that smoking is harmful for your health these days. This is something that most people can agree upon. Even most smokers can agree upon it. But one thing that former smokers can also agree upon is that when they are smoking, they don't understand how horrible it smells, especially if they aren't smoking and they are just, they went outside to have a cigarette so that they're not bothering anyone else. And then they come back in and they don't understand how much they smell and how much you can smell the cigarette smoke still on them. So, but at the same time, a former smoker will definitely sit there and say, I didn't realize how horrible it was until I quit smoking. And then these people would come in and it really affected me. I could smell it so strongly. So it's kind of the same type of thing with toxic chemicals that are in our products. Until you stop using them, until you stop smelling them daily, until you aren't being bombarded with that, you don't actually realize how much they are bothering you. And then when you start eliminating them, it starts to become more apparent when they start to be reintroduced. Now I have someone come near me who washes their clothes with a very strong scented detergent. I push back. It's like, and that never used to happen. I used to wash my clothes with these kind of detergents, but now it's like I really can't stand it. And it's that same kind of analogy. Now that's not saying, just like with smoking, well, I won't quit smoking because then I won't know that it's a bothersome thing, right? You don't do that. Obviously, smoking is harmful for you, and when you quit, it's a good thing. And it's a good thing that you become aware of what it was doing to others at the same time, because, you know, when you're in that state, you aren't aware. Same thing with the toxic chemicals. When you are in that state of being constantly exposed to it, not sensing how much it's affecting your body, it's going to, you know, not have the same effect. You start eliminating these things, which is good for you to eliminate these toxic chemicals from your life, because it's the body burden. Eventually, your body is not going to be able to handle it. It's just not. The liver can only do so much, and more statistics are coming out that we are, our body, our bloodstream is showing these toxic chemicals that are it's in our systems. We've got to stop. And, you know, I posted a statistic the other day. Newborns, umbilical cord blood, 287 chemicals in the umbilical cord blood. This has got to stop. It's got to change. And there are solutions. And, you know, if you're not a do-it-yourself person, you don't have to, you know, use the essential oils to make your own. You can just turn to the Thieves cleaners. They are such a safe, wonderful smelling, because actually, just backtrack on that, you know, the Thieves laundry detergent, you put it in, you can smell the Thieves laundry detergent, but when you take your clothes out, you smell nothing. You smell clean. It doesn't smell of anything. And that's how it should be. Okay? So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there for you, just so maybe if you're on that, you know, ledge of, I don't quite get it yet, and why are these people always talking about it? Maybe that kind of helps you to understand why we are so passionate about it, why it bothers us so much, and why more and more people are going to need to make the switch, and we're here to help you. So check that out. You know, come often to the Oily Masters Facebook page. Go to oilymasters.com to check out how you can get started. Also, connect with me. Do you want to have me come in and teach you more about essential oils? Because I know there's, you know, that fear of unknowingness that tends to hold people back as well. I'm happy to teach you about it. 16 years I've been using these things. I don't know it all, but you don't need to know everything in order to start, truly. So I hope that inspires you a little bit. Hope it makes you think a little bit. And I will hope to see you more on oilymasters.com. Thanks.